and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandi, author of 10 young adult novels so far. And welcome to November's reading recap. Second to last reading recap of the year, and it's not an exciting one. So, a little bit of backstory. At the beginning of this year, I made myself two very lofty goals. One was to finish my physical TBR stack, which is made up of books that I own but I haven't read. There's also a few borrowed books in the mix as well that I count with that, but mostly it's books I own but I haven't read. And then my second goal was to read one book on writing craft every single month, which sort of broadened into anything to do with being an author. In terms of the writing craft books, I did, so far, we still have one more month, but I did manage to do one book every single month, so that was great. In terms of my TBR, some months I read a handful of books, some months I did not read as many books. Some months my brother and sister-in-law very generously added to my TBR stack, and we did not finish, you guys. There's 30-some books still on the I own them but haven't read them stack. Which is a little bit sad, but also whatever, it's fine. But anyway, in terms of books that I read in November, get excited, folks. So, I read the last 100 pages of The Well of Ascension, because I read most of it in October. And through most of November I did not pick it up again to finish the last 100 pages, and then I realized that I had 2 days until November was over and I had 0 books that I had read, and that just felt sad. So I finished The Well of Ascension. Also, in terms of writing craft books, I read Secrets to Selling Books on Social Media Marketing for Writers, How to Get Readers to Buy Your Book by Bethany Altazada and Mandi Lynn. This was a fascinating little book. This is one of the books that made me realize I gotta stop calling it writing craft, because this actually has nothing to do with writing. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is I read this, it had a lot of helpful little tips. I really enjoyed the templates and the chapter on limiting mindsets that you just gotta work around. Yeah, it was a lot of good stuff. I really need to get the rest of the Marketing for Authors series. I have Grow Your Author platform. I do not have the 3 other books, for whatever reason, so I feel like I should get them. So there you go. That is everything that I read, you guys. That is it. Done. Now what generally happens next is I put the books on my shelf, because the whole point of the TBR is that I don't put books on my shelf. Granted, they have a shelf of their own, but I don't put them on my shelf unless I am going to keep them. So I read the TBR stack, decide if I want to keep it, and then after I decide if I want to keep it, I have to decide where to put it. That was a lot of words. The Secrets to Selling Books on Social Media already has a home, because I have a book of writing. I have a writing craft shelf. I have a professional development shelf, which is where this will go. And now, the next thing that I do, for my fiction books, these are the preferred shelf situation. Oh, I didn't turn my lights on for this video. Oh well, too late now. We're not doing it. I'm not refilming. Anyway, I have my classic shelf. I have my indie author shelf, and then down here, I don't know if you can see it, I'll go move the camera in a second, is my shelf of my current favorite reads, I guess. It's turning into just my fantasy shelf, to be honest, not gonna lie. It's what it's gonna be in a few short months. But, if I read a book that is perfect, this is it. This is one of my favorites. I adore it. It goes on the current favorite read shelf, which means I have to bump other books off, and it's a lot of fun voting people off the island, except that I don't get to do that today because this trilogy came in a little box, and so when I read the first one, the box is what I moved onto the shelf, so this just slides into the box. There's no fun voting off the island. Whee! Moving down. See? Just goes in the box. Yay. It doesn't look like the third one will fit in that box, but I swear it came in the box.